What's up, lads? It's Steve here. Finally, I am back with another video. I've taken a long time away from YouTube. I've said this a few times. I am trying to get back into it now. Hopefully, you believe me this time. What I wanted to talk about today was Call of Duty 4 Remastered. As we all know, it's been announced with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It comes packaged with that, the Legacy Edition of that. But obviously, everyone's a lot more interested in COD 4, the Remastered Edition, than Infinite Warfare, and they want to know all about it. They said now that there will only be 10 multiplayer maps included in the game. There were 16 in the original game, not including DLC. So, and 5 of them have been confirmed by Infinity Ward and or Forbes so far. I'm going to put them up on screen now. The 5 that have been confirmed are Bog, Crash, Backlot, Crossfire, and Overgrown. Now, the thing is, there's another 5 left to go, obviously. They haven't said when they will confirm these other 5 maps. But, in this video, I'm going to have a look at what I would call... I see a lot of people on YouTube have been... I've watched some videos already. Have been saying which maps are confirmed. And there's absolutely no proof to back this up. They're just like saying maps. Not even referencing the Forbes article, they're just fuck it like. But in this video, I'm going to look at the other 5 maps that will be in the game, and I do have a very large reason to prove why they will be. The first 3 we're going to look at out of the 5 are what I would call the absolute definites that will be in the game. You see, my reasoning for this is nearly all of the multiplayer maps in Call of Duty 4 come from the campaign. Whether it be directly taken out of the campaign, or you can see it from there, or whatever. If we look at the 5 that are confirmed, Bog is almost 100% like, replicated in, campaign and multiplayer. Crash is not. I think it can be seen or something. It has hints of the map all throughout, but, it is confirmed. Backlot is pretty much also 100% replicated. There's a small part of the map that isn't the exact same. Crossfire is practically 100% the exact same. There's a small hint of Overgrown in one of the campaign levels. But as you can see, now obviously they take the likes of Crash and Overgrown because they are, fan favorites. But my reasoning for the other 5 is, we're going to look at the first 3 now. So Wet Work is my first map that I would say is an absolute definite to be included, simply because it is almost entirely replicated in the campaign. It wouldn't make sense for them to remaster the whole map and the layout of Wet Work and then not put it in multiplayer. It would make no sense. So let's say they didn't include Wet Work in the game, but they have, Wet Work is almost 100% exact in the campaign and multiplayer. Why would they leave it out? Why would they remake it, remaster it, and just leave it out? It would make no sense. They might as well put it in. Another one is Countdown. Again, almost the exact same. That is literally, as much as Wet Work, almost 100% the exact same in campaign and multiplayer. And another one, unlike the Wet Work and Countdown block, it's quite a popular map, great for sniping, but it's not in the game directly. And when I say this, I mean block is replicated in parts. There's one of the buildings, the other building, the spawn, the other spawn. They're not all replicated in the same structure and area as they are in the multiplayer map, but they are in areas. This building is here, that building is there. You come across all of them. So the structures and the graphics for them are already there. I would say 90% of the map is there in parts. And I don't see, again, like Countdown, like Wet Work, I just can't understand why they wouldn't put it in, because it's basically there just to be ready to go. So that gives us 8. So that means we have 2 left. And for those 2 maps, there's only really a choice of 3 for me. One is Ambush, Downpour, and Strike. Now, these, I think, we're going to see at least 2 of these. Because Ambush, about 50% of the map is in the campaign. It's a much more simplified version in the campaign. So half of the map is there. It just needs a little bit of expansion. Downpour is almost completely in the campaign, except it's separated by like they basically spread out the distance between the two spawns. But, like, all they have to do is basically cut ground out of the campaign and just connect it. And then we have Strike, which not all of it is in the campaign. I'd say about 50% is in it, in parts, in different sections of the campaign. But if I was to put my money on anything, I would personally go for Ambush and Downpour. Personally, I like Downpour. I'm a big fan of it. I don't think that is very much a fan favourite. But that would leave us with the 5 getting left out would be Showdown. And now I'm going to go through these and how they appear in the campaign as well. Showdown only appears as a cutscene where the character executes you. Pipeline, I think that is only visible. I've done a good bit of research for all these maps and how they correspond to the campaign, because it's a long time since I played it. But Pipeline is only visible, I think, from one of the campaign missions. Shipment is also only visible. District, I don't think there's any record of District being visible, or, you know, walking through any section of it. And I believe Vacant can be seen, or one of the mission levels can be seen from Vacant. That's one or the other. So I think there's only logical reason to include the other ones. It's less work. It makes more sense. If they were to include, let's say, for example, District, which has no real replication in the campaign, instead of Wet Work, it wouldn't make sense for them to leave out a map that is basically already done in the campaign and go ahead and work on another map that they have to start from scratch, basically. So personally, I think those will be the final 10 maps we do see in the game. Going over them again, they are Bog, Crash, Backlot, Crossfire, Overgrown, Wet Work, Countdown, Block. I would almost say they're absolutely guaranteed. The first 5 are. Next 3, I'd say I can't see a reason why they wouldn't be. And then it's a matter of 2 of these 3. Ambush, Downpour, and Strike. And personally, out of those 3, I would pick Ambush and Downpour. So hopefully we will get some more confirmation from Infinity Ward about some of the maps. They've said that they will reveal a lot at E3, so it's best to keep an eye on that and see what they reveal. It will be nice to see what we get before we buy the game, you know. But that's pretty much it for today. Hopefully, like I said, I am trying to get back into YouTube. So if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to be covering all the latest upcoming Call of Duty 4 news for the Remastered Edition and for Infinite Warfare. There's rumours of a beta coming out for Infinite Warfare. All the news coming from E3 about both titles. All that good stuff, all going to be covered on my channel, as well as the other plans I have for it. Lots of other games to come. I plan to do very much more with the channel, to continue where I left off a long time ago. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out, and I'll catch you next time.